right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters, we're going to talk about P. Diddy because we got some video that's come out of one of his sons getting arrested. That's right, in as part of the raid. And we've also got comments that seem strange from Usher, because Usher was, how do I put this, shipped off with Puff Daddy back in the day, back when he was young. We're talking like 14 years old, to stay with Puff Daddy. And he talks about the fact that it was kind of weird around there. But first, let's get to this. This is pretty wild. We know right now, and also part of this is Sean Combs did make some comments about how he's part of a witch hunt. Right now, I've got to be honest with you, and I was even pretty surprised. I read an article today where the Miami Herald, and one of his homes was in Miami that they raided, came out and said that P. Diddy is dangerously close to entering R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, and they actually brought up Epstein. And they didn't just bring up Epstein. I was shocked. They were like, he's fixing to be one of the guys you talk about when you're talking about list of people that were involved with possible sexual activity in a very sinister nature. His name is quickly heading in that direction, and frankly, I think it could already be there. We don't know what's true and we don't know what's not, but it's, look, Hollywood, all these places. I mean, one of these homes was in L.A. They're a bunch of creeps, man. A bunch of shady, complete moral bankrupt creepos, bunch of late night sneaky uncles. Music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs said that he is a victim of a, quote, witch hunt after the feds raided his homes and handcuffed his sons. Federal agents on Monday raided the Miami and L.A. homes belonging to rapper Sean Combs in connection with a sex trafficking investigation. Homeland Security investigations executed raids on Combs' Holmby Hills in Los Angeles and his Miami home on Star Island. Combs has been accused of drugging and sexually assaulting young women. Quote, earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available, Homeland Security said in a statement. Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residence. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated, Aaron Dyer, an attorney for Combs, told the Daily Mail. Mr. Combs was never detained but spoke to and cooperated with authorities, Dyer added. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor his family has been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. Combs' two sons, Justin and Keem Combs, were handcuffed Monday. So, let's look at it.
We have a warrant. Come out with your hands up. Residents of 200 South Mapleton Drive. This is the police. We have a warrant. Come out with your hands up. Residents of 200 South Mapleton Drive. This is the police. We have a warrant. Come out with your hands up.
He was there.
Wow. Pretty wild. You saw him. They were leading him, it looked like backwards there for a minute, with his hands over his head like this. The black Gulfstream 5, owned by rapper and music mogul Sean Combs, touched down in Antigua on Monday after the feds raided his Miami and Los Angeles homes. TMZ tracked the private jet to the Caribbean island amid the federal raids on his homes. It was unclear if Sean Combs was on the Gulfstream 5. The island's prime minister told Newsweek there's, quote, no credible information that Sean Combs arrived on the private jet Monday. To the contrary, he did not arrive on the flight yesterday to Antigua. Wow. And of course, I did a video yesterday where, Prince Harry has been named. He was one of the names that popped up on this lawsuit. I'm waiting for a who's who of potential scumbags that are involved with entertainment, politicians, music, you name it. So some kind of celebrity that's going to end up floating out there as part of this. Now, Usher was on with Howard Stern. I think it was Howard Stern yesterday. Howard Stern. And it was a clip from 2016 that somebody found out. So actually, he wasn't on there yesterday. It was recalled his early days in the business while chatting with Howard Stern in a resurfaced clip from 2016. Quote, I moved to New York City and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. Stern mentioned that's L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you to something called Puffy Flavor Camp. Oh, boy. In the 90s, do you understand what that's like? Usher said before Stern quipped, Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgies, like nonstop, right? He says, nah, not really. It was curious. What kind of curious? Yikes. I got a chance to see some things. Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing? The Atlanta-based musician noted, when I went to see the lifestyle and I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was crazy. So Robin Quivers, that's Stern's co-host, chimed in. So nobody tried to, some women didn't come along. Usher laughed before adding, I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were some very curious things taking place. I didn't necessarily understand it. Oh, that sounds shady as hell. He noted that the parties were filled with industry heavy hitters, including Biggie Smalls, Lil' Kim, Craig Mack, won't be around next year, Faith Evans, Jodeci, and Mary J. Blige are ever again. Robin asked if his parents were, quote, okay with everything, to which Usher said they didn't really know about this shit. I was having a good time. Does he have you doing any chores? Yikes. All right, these questions, the line of questioning takes all new meaning now. Does he have you doing any chores? Question mark. Are you doing dishes at all? Keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like you can stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party? I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp? Howard asked. Usher quickly responded, quote, hell no. Yeah, that kind of tells you, read between the lines there. And he goes on to talk about some of the things we just talked about. But that's pretty interesting. I mean, the word curious is, it might not have seemed disturbing 20 years ago or even when this interview came out. But now when you hear him say it was curious, now all kinds of alarm bells go off that give you the woolies, right? Oh, that's just crazy. Look, again, this guy hasn't been proven to have done anything wrong, but it's going to be interesting to see how all this plays out. There's multiple people now saying that there was some sinister things going on, and I don't think this is going to turn out very well for a lot of people potentially, including P. Diddy. By the way, I hate the P. Diddy thing. It was always Puff Daddy. I didn't understand the change. I remember somebody saying at one time he changed the name because he wanted it to sound more grown up. Do you think Diddy makes you sound more grown up? Diddle yourself? Go diddle yourself, P. Diddy. Oh, it's really gross. It really is. All a bunch of like sinister cringe. I mean, morality straight down the toilet with these a-holes. Really. It's crazy. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.